Hey everyone, Joe Latender here. I want to go over with you what I think is a high quality vinyl plank. Now I'm going to go through several of these and then later on I'm going to tell you what I think is the best one. But I want to go through and have also later on talk to you about things that you can do to test your plank just to see if it's a high quality or something that you think is going to stand up in your house. I mean, we all have kids, we all have pets, grandkids, we all have dads and husbands and whoever else that might not be too careful. So we want to make sure we're buying a high quality product, right? So I want to talk to you about a few that are very popular right now, just off the bat. LifeProof, okay? That's a Home Depot product, exclusive to Home Depot. Do I feel like it's a good product? I do. I've installed a lot of LifeProof. And I have a daughter that has it in her house, and she has a couple of dogs. We go over there with the whole family, and when we all get together, there's like 30 of us. There's probably 12 dogs that will run across this, okay? And I mean, I'm talking big dogs, golden retrievers, labs, things like that, okay? Not to mention the grandkids and everyone else who goes over there, but this stuff has taken a beating over the last 2 years, and honestly, it still looks brand new. So I think the wear layer on it is an absolutely superior product. I don't think you can go wrong with LifeProof flooring. Now, I'm not exactly a fan of all of LifeProof. I do think it's a good product, but that's my take on it. I would never turn somebody away from going with LifeProof, okay? So my bottom line is that I would go with LifeProof. It's not my top choice though, okay? But it's close. SmartCore, low cell SmartCore, okay? Is that a good product? Now, I'm going to tell you personally, I have not installed SmartCore, but I have a membership site and the YouTube here where lots of people come and ask me questions and they're installing SmartCore, okay? I've taken surveys on my website and on my Facebook page where I've asked people questions about their products. And SmartCore is always one that everybody says installed pretty decently, and they're very satisfied with the product. So I believe that both big box stores have hit, not the jackpot, but they've done really well with making sure that these big major planks that they sell, or the majority plank that they sell of the two, SmartCore and LifeProof, are high quality. And that's smart of them because they want you to come back and buy more, right? They want other people to come and get it. But I want to talk to you about a couple other products now. Now, this is Mohawk. Now, I showed this plank in a video that I did not too long ago. This was bought from Costco. Now, I like Mohawk. I've installed a lot of Mohawk, not just from Costco. The thing with the Costco thing is they just don't have a big selection, okay? They're not going to have 20 different colors there for you to choose from, or different kinds. They just have a select few. They buy it, they put their name on it, and they sell it. And this stuff, you know, it's really heavy. I loved the way it went to the floor. Solid sound, excellent durability. I want to talk to you about this a little bit, the durability. Now, one of the things that you can do is the butter knife test on plank, okay? Just take the butter knife. Now, if that, just by rubbing that on there, made a bunch of scratches in your floor, you don't want that, okay? That's junk, all right? Now, I'm not gouging as hard as I can, but you can gouge pretty hard on this and other planks. But that's just one test that you can do to a plank, okay? But I want to talk to you a little bit about durability and what I look for in a plank, not just from the surface. It's this locking system that every plank has. This is important if it's durable or not, because your entire plank installation is hinged on this locking system, whether it's good or bad. If you look at it, will it fall apart? Or do you have to take something pretty brutal, some pretty brutal action to get it to get damaged? Now, yes, you can take a scrap piece of plank and attach it to the plank that you're installing to protect the locking system. And I highly recommend that you do that, okay? But I'm also talking about the strain that you put on this locking system just by it being in your house. Now, what if your floor isn't perfect? Now, granted, your floor is supposed to be flat, but what if there's some spots where it's not? If you're using a cheap locking system that falls apart super easy, you're gonna have problems. Plus, these cheaper locking systems don't ever seem to go together perfectly, where you have small gaps, things like that. Now, what do I mean by checking a locking system? Well, if you can break this really easily with your fingers, which this Mohawk you can't, because it's thick, then it's junk, guys, if it's super easy. And let me show you easy. This is a plank that I just did in an installation. Good surface. Locking system, absolutely junk, super brittle. Look at how easy this breaks, okay? Super simple. Now, I'm just telling you that because this is something that could cause problems in the future for you. So people don't talk about this, but it's the locking system. Everybody's getting pretty good at the face, okay? It's the locking system that's important, in my opinion. That and the face of it is this product right here. It's a little softer. I can even tell with my fingernail that it's a little softer, so I think it would gouge easy. But this one, look at how easy that breaks. Isn't that crazy? That's what's holding this plank together. Now, do I think that every plank that is that brittle is going to be junk? No, but I really have concerns about it. I mean, don't you now? Now this, I really don't want to make enemies here, okay guys? I'm just being brutally honest. Not one of these places are sponsoring me. No one's paying me. I'm just doing this from me to you, okay? So this is honest, brutal criticism. This is a Shaw product, okay? I absolutely usually like Shaw. I think they have great laminates. This is the first drop and lock that I did with them off of a job. We did a huge cabin with this stuff. Absolutely beautiful floor when you looked across it certain ways. The problem is that the main joint would go together nicely, okay? But the drop and lock system that they had, you could look across it and the butt joints would all stand out. They'd look way different than the main long joint. And I just absolutely thought that cheapened the way it looked. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Anyway, this product right here, I did this in an installation. You guys seen this? This is kind of an off-brand, very, very nice, solid product as far as durability goes. And we'll talk more about testing durability later on, like I said, but very cheap locking system. Every time I hit it with a tapping block, if I didn't use a scrap piece, it shattered. I don't like that. It shouldn't shatter, okay? It just shouldn't. The other thing with this product, and this goes to as, okay, so when you buy a plank, it comes either like with one plank. Do you see what I'm saying? This is designed to look like one plank, where this one has three. 1, 2, 3. So we call this a 3-strip. Now on this batch that came with it, there was 2-strip, 3-strip, and 4-strip in there. Is that bad? Well, I'm going to tell you that when you put a plank down that's a one solid plank and you look across the floor, you're meant to see every board, right? Where this, what they want you to see is the 3-strip. But then when you look across in certain lighting, you're going to see the joints here. And they stand out, okay? Just like they should, like this one does too, but it looks awkward in certain lighting because you can tell it's fake then. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It's just, it stands out because it's the 3-strip. I'm not saying don't buy 2 or 3-strip because I absolutely do think that this is a beautiful floor. I'm just telling you things to look for when you are thinking about buying plank. All right. So talk to you about several different brands now. Now I'm going to show you my top choice. And this has been my top choice for a long time. This is Mannington Adura Max. High quality product, guys. Superior product to most, okay? When it's down on the floor, it's a nice heavy product, just like the Mohawk one. Fantastic sound when you walk on it and feel. The locking system is super durable. You really have to pull hard to break it. Okay, but it's breakable. But all of them are breakable, guys. It's just how hard. So that tells me it's a durable product. Now I can beat on this one with my tapping block. Hardly ever damages it. Goes together so nicely. I think this is the easiest vinyl plank I've ever installed. And it's got the tongue and groove on both sides. It's not a drop and lock. It's got the tongue and groove on the top and the bottom. Now I think that you get more high quality when you do the tongue and groove on both sides, okay, versus the drop and lock. But the drop and lock is coming. It's coming, it's getting better, okay? It is. I'm not going to deny that. And sooner or later, they're probably going to make it all drop and lock. Both joints. Who knows? We'll see on when they can come up with a locking system that's going to be able to hold. But excellent durability. Now they sell this also in another brand, or not another brand, but another line called Mannington Adura Rigid. Okay, it's the same product as the Max, it's just a little thinner, but it's meant for like any kind of type of conditions as far as hot and cold goes. Install it in a cabin that is up in northern Minnesota here where it gets 30 below and 90 in the summer and it doesn't move. It's warranted for that. A great product. I highly recommend it. And again, I'm not being paid by anybody here. I'm just telling you what my thoughts are here. I'm just trying to point out some things to you that you can try. Now, I already showed you the butter knife test, okay? So what I would recommend to you before you buy your floor, just to see, hey, is this a good quality floor on the top, on the surface, and check that locking system like I just showed you. Bring it home. Grab a couple pieces. Most of the time from anywhere you can get a couple of pieces. You don't have to buy a full carton. You can order a couple pieces. The store that you're going to can order a couple pieces for you. Bring it home. Put it together on the floor. Check it out. Does it all go together tight? Is there gaps? Is when you put the plank together the long way and then you put two butt joints together, do they go together nice and tight? Are they square, or is one end touching and the other end of the joint is opened up? That's what happens with a lot of these cheaper planks, is they're not square. They don't do a good job of manufacturing them because there's 100 different places that are making vinyl plank that are trying to push it out the door as fast as they can because everyone wants to be in the game. Everybody's competing with Lowe's and Home Depot. And like I said, both those places are carrying good products. Now, the other thing I would tell you is do some other tests. Dump some water on the locking system when the plank is together, right on the joints I'm talking. Let it sit there overnight. See if it leaked through. Take it apart and see if it leaked through. Find out if it's truly waterproof. Now, waterproof doesn't mean that it wouldn't seep through, but you do want a plank that it's not going to seep through, right? So it gets under your floor. Waterproof is more like if you submerge the plank, it's not going to absorb any water. If you submerge the entire plank into water, it's not going to absorb it. Grab some sand from outside, a little gravel, step on it with your shoes, swirl your shoes around a little bit like you would if you were really walking on it. See how easy it scratches. Let the dogs run across it. Toss a ball to them while they're skidding across it. See how badly their nails dig in. Okay, there's those things right there. Throw some stuff on there and let it dry overnight and see how hard it is to clean off. Like some ketchup or some mustard or something, okay? See how easy it is to clean off. I guarantee you this Mohawk right here, this stuff, I don't know what they're putting on it, but this is the easiest stuff I've ever seen to clean stuff off. I mean, with just water even. It's just amazing. A lot of planks are like that though. But test that, okay? And then I want to talk to you about, since we already talked about the locking system on the 2, 3, and 4 strip, how you for sure are going to be able to see them. So I get asked, what about the groove? There's a lot of planks out there that have a bevel. Is that really a terrible thing? Is that thing going to be a dirt collector? Is it just going to be absolutely miserable? The answer is no, it's not. I was always worried about it, but I had a beveled plank in my house with 8 kids on it, and honestly, we never had a problem with anything getting stuck in there or cleaning out very easily. So those are some things that you want to take into consideration when you're buying your plank on if it's a good one or not. And then also you want to know, was it easy to install? So what I'm asking is that you guys out there really help here, everybody. Let's join together as a community and help each other out. I'd really appreciate it if down in the comments, if you've installed a plank, the brand that you have, could you just put in there if it was good or not, if it installed easy, if it's a good quality, are you happy with it? Did the gaps, did all the gaps come together tight, or was it junk and you had gaps everywhere? Just put some info down in there for others to be able to go off of. I'd really appreciate it. It really will help everybody. Hey, I'm going to do other videos just like this. If you need any help with installing, I have every video on my channel that you would need to get through an entire installation, whether it's a one-room install or an entire house. So go check out my channel. Hey, I just want to, again, thank you for watching, and I'm asking that you would hit the like button if this video has helped you out at all. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos, and if you want to be notified, just hit that bell, guys. Then you'll be notified when I put a new video out. I really appreciate you. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Have a great day.